Welcome to the Man Scouts podcast. I'm your host, Captain Conan, here with the best I know, with the sole exception of Satoru Gojo.
Dang it, you used it today.
Daddy Dalton,
I couldn't use
let's
it.
go.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, we talked about using it this morning, but, you know.
I forgot, dude. I had a great workout, though.
Ooh.
But I forgot to use the Satoru Gojo comment. But did finish Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, you finished it.
Yep. I am disappointed it's over, though, dude. We got 12 episodes.
12 episodes compared to the 24 or 25 from previous seasons is severely disappointing.
Yeah.
Why do you think it is? What do you think that is?
I think I don't know, dude. Apparently, well, they did up their animation quality.
Dude, the animation quality is getting insane. I like the rotoscope fight scenes. I just learned about that. Very scoped about that style of animation. I'm stoked about it.
They did a great job, dude. They did fantastic. I mean, I don't know what else. I don't know, dude. I'm not very educated as far as like animation goes, but I will say something. I'm going to say it's probably an unpopular opinion.
Let me tell you something. Okay.
Let me tell you something. I don't feel like it takes a year or 2 years to make 12 episodes of animation. I don't feel like it does, dude.
Do you feel
Call me crazy.
Do you feel like AI should be helping them crank out more anime?
Yes. I don't understand why it's not. I'm confused.
So you're okay with, I mean, there's a divide, right? In how people feel publicly about AI. Would it disappoint you if they were cranking AI episodes out like weekly, just continuously?
Dude, here's the thing.
Yeah, okay.
Script's already written, dude.
Script's already written.
The manga is already a thing. I haven't read it, but I just started. It's already a thing, dude. So it's like, what are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for?
Like,
same thing with Invincible, by the way, even though they change it.
Wait, what?
Invincible is already written.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, but they change it. But it doesn't. Again, dude, does it take that long to decide like the changes? I guess the only difference is like the voice acting. But you're telling me it takes a year for voice actors to say a few lines, dude?
All right. Hey, you get a wish right now between two options, okay? Can you hear me? Hello?
It just got like literally switched mid-sentence to being. I can't hear you at all.
Did you mute me? I muted myself. I don't know. Maybe I muted myself. Anyways, you have a choice between two options, okay? I grant you a wish, I'm your genie man. But there is only two options for these wishes. Get two.
Okay.
All right. You can bring back continuous Jujutsu Kaisen episodes, or the Strait of Hormuz will go back to being the Gay of Hormuz, and the war with Iran will be over immediately.
Is it bad to say Jujutsu Kaisen?
Is it bad that I want Jujutsu Kaisen?
Is that terrible?
Does it mean you're a bad person? Maybe.
No,
I don't know. Definitely.
Morally straight Hormuz. I'll make.
I would morally straighten the Gay Hormuz. Yeah, for sure,
dude. But there's some interesting stuff going on there, dude.
What's happening in the Hormuz,
dude? I feel like your audio is coming from your camera again.
What the heck, dude?
Dude, I swear it switched literally mid-sentence. But no, I'm just like, well, I mean, I don't know if you're aware. I'm sure you are aware. But we're shooting a rocket into space tonight and flying astronauts around the moon.
Yeah, the Artemis 2.
And
supposedly.
Well, right after that, dude, old Presidente Trump is about to give a big old speech-a-roo, dude.
Yeah, I see it coming out right now on the feeds.
Oh, dude, because it's probably 9:00, like Eastern time, huh?
Yeah, it happened 44 minutes ago.
Shoot, dude. Do we know what was said?
He has announced that the United States will take extremely strong action against Iran warning that it's prepared to hit them extremely hard, winky face, within the next 2 weeks that will put them back into the strobe age where they belong.
Is it supposed
First
to
of
say
all,
Stone Age?
Probably Stone Age. Yeah, that makes sense.
The strobe age.
But it literally says strobe age, so I don't know. I know what we're talking about.
That's,
I walked in, I said, wow, the Hormuz is gay.
Well, did you hear about Trump's tweet yesterday? Not to
Which
get
one?
super
Which
political.
one? Tell me about
Dude, He basically was like, all right,
it.
Europe.
The aliens? Oh, okay.
No?
Oh, yeah.
Did he say
Dude,
about aliens?
There's some stuff.
What? What, dude?
You want to know what's going on the interwebs, dude? You want to know what's
honestly,
really going down? Honestly?
Sounds like we might, break up with NATO, and I'm cool with that, dude. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Everyone wants us to break up with NATO.
But let's talk about aliens, dude. No joke. I tried to order an alien shirt today. It wouldn't have come till Friday, specifically for this podcast because you mentioned aliens earlier, and I tried, dude. I tried.
Hey, you know what? Sweet. That's fine that you tried. It's fine that you tried.
Couldn't do it. It was a cool shirt, though.
Cool shirt. Yeah, so there's a couple different instances having to do with aliens this week in relation to the government.
And we just happen to be shooting a rocket into the air?
And we just happen to be shooting a rocket in there. And Iran's going on. First of all, are you familiar with Project Bluebeam before we get into this?
Vaguely, dude. What that was where like shooting a blue beam into the sky and doing
No, that's just the code name. What essentially Project Bluebeam is a published CIA confidential plan.
Why did I actually think it was a laser beam then?
Because you're obsessed with Jewish space lasers. I love them.
There is
that and dreidels. Can't get enough.
There is something with a university and shooting a laser into the sky, but
there probably is some direct energy testing, and that's probably also a thing. Anyways, we're having a fun conspiracy day today, so don't know that I treat all the things that I'm saying like mythos, and I don't trust anything. So know that.
Yeah,
but that Project Bluebeam is a plan to fake an alien invasion to initiate totalitarian control and unification of the human race.
Oh.
So they fake it. They fake it with government
How would
tech.
they fake that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. In this theory, right, the primes or other, let's say, black budget organizations have technology that they don't share with the public, and that is what we've all seen as quote-unquote flying saucers. It's just advanced military weaponry. What do you think?
So they just they never get out of their ships, you mean? That's probably how they do it.
Or they simulate something. Who's to say they don't have hologram technology? Who knows, dude? You know what I mean?
You know what, dude?
Project Bluebeam. So, hey, every time I only say that to preface this, every time there's some alien stuff going on, I'm like, is this a distraction from the gay of Hormuz? You know what I mean?
Bro, it's funny, like that clip where it's like, are we invading the Middle East? They're like,
you got me. Yeah. Are you talking about the Dave Chappelle bit from the Dave Chappelle show?
I don't know what it's from. It's like the Space Wizard gang, that thing.
Oh, okay. That's the whitest kids you know.
Yep. I was like, I don't think it's Dave Chappelle, but
there's also a Dave Chappelle one where they do a similar bit. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
Anyways, dude, so the first couple instances of aliens that was talked about on the interwebs was Senator Babbitt, who
from what state?
Apparently, he's Australian Senate.
Bro, they don't even have the Big Dipper.
Their toilets go the other way. Can we trust what they say?
They have what's called
toilets going.
Southern Cross, bro.
Yeah. Tell me about Australia and why we shouldn't respect it.
Well, first of all, dude, they only live. It's basically this giant island, and nobody lives in the middle.
Okay.
Nobody. All the cities are on the outside. There's like 5 cities that you can visit.
I hear you.
In all of Australia, and they have every bad thing that you can think of. Sharks, crocodiles, giant spiders, snakes that are venomous. They got everything, dude. They got all the things that are not okay.
Yeah,
Now,
giant spiders, too. The spiders are massive.
they're huge, dude. I've seen them. They're giant. They're huge. Also venomous, dude. They're venomous spiders. I don't know, dude. What do they do?
What value do they provide us?
I don't know. What's in Australia? Gold mines, I guess? Criminals? It started as a criminal colony, dude.
Yeah.
I've been to Australia. This is the other thing, dude. Do you know how many people?
Hey, side question.
Okay.
Side question.
Okay.
The accents of the ladies, kind of disgusting. Kind of the worst. No.
Oh, no. Yeah, so there's like, I've noticed when I was over there, there's like
Different
some
dialects.
accents that are more akin to British and some that are more akin to stupid.
Yeah, dude.
And
Talk that shit.
The stupid ones are hard, dude. They're hard to get over. It's rough.
They're not hard physically. They're soft.
But here's the good thing about Australia. The girls are oftentimes very pretty, and they do love an American accent.
Do they?
Did you
kind of Western it up a little? Be like, "Hey, my name's Dalton."
I doubled down, dude.
Yeah.
I doubled down.
Yeah.
I started saying darling and stuff
yeah,
like that.
you were being the Fonz a lot. You were walking in places going, "Hey,
I'm walking."
You were elbowing freaking music jukeboxes.
Bro, people just parted ways from it because I was like, when you're over there as an American, you're the toughest guy there.
You're the top dog.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
And they know, they can sense it.
Yeah.
Like, I had police officers saluting me, giving me respect, and I'm like, what's up, boys? I had...
How did they give their respect? They just saluted?
They saluted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the aura was there that you were present.
Yeah. Because I'm auraing up, right?
Yeah, you're aura maxing.
I'm aura maxing, yeah, dude. And so I'm walking around, tough as nails, and the ladies can see it over there, dude. They're like, this guy's got something.
This guy has swagger and eloquence.
But dude, they're terrified of America, dude.
Really?
They're
afraid you're gonna go crazy and shoot a gun or something?
They're terrified, dude. They're like, oh, you guys have like crazy animals. I'm like, we got crazy animals? And they're also like, people die from guns there like all the time. And I'm like, no.
yeah, it really isn't that much.
No. Plus, if you also have a gun, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. Everything's fine.
Here's the thing. Car accidents. That's the thing that's killing everybody.
Well,
you know what
dude, I mean? So this is the worst part about Australia, is it's a giant tease, dude. It's a huge tease, and here's why.
A tease? What do you mean by that?
I'm telling you, it's a giant tease, dude.
You're like, it's about to get really cool. And
like, Australia is like, oh, here's a beautiful ocean. Can't get in it.
Why not?
There's tiny invisible jellyfish that you can't see that will kill you.
Kill you or exfoliate you?
Kill you, dude. Apparently, they're tiny jellyfish that are see-through.
Okay.
So small that you have to wear a fully nylon suit, like a full, like girl pantyhose. You have to wear that over your entire body.
Oh.
Have you ever tried swimming in it? It's
horrible. No. Pantyhose? Oh, no.
And then you go down, and then you're like, okay, all right. So that's up in the North Country, right?
Okay.
So then you go down south, and you think, you know what, dude? Can't be too bad down here.
Totally.
Still jellyfish, just not the tiny ones that can kill you. They're a little bigger, not much. They're like that big, and they'll just hurt like hell. And there's sharks.
Okay.
Lots of sharks, dude. I was jumping off.
So Australia sucks.
Dude, I was jumping off.
If you had to rate it as a country on a scale of 1 to 10.
Dude. Not America. That's what I'd rate it as.
Yeah. Rated as not America. Where does Japan fall on that list?
Also not America, but pretty cool.
Yeah.
Australia's cool too, dude.
But samurai?
Samurai? Dude, but delicious food in Japan. Australia was pretty good food too, actually.
Okay.
I mean, they got good steaks. I had some good steaks over there.
Of course.
They do their steaks right, dude. They have like peppercorn sauce. They have like sauces.
They make them of wombats.
They're delicious, dude. But dude, this is a true story. I was jumping off. So first of all, me and Josh are on this pier, right? And he's like, let's jump off it. I'm like, Josh, I think this is a bad idea. I don't know if you are observing like I'm observing, but there's a crab pot in the water. And I know that the food for crabs is also the type of thing that attracts sharks. And this Australian fish, yeah, it's dead fish, dude. And so this Australian guy next to me, older fisher guy, he's all, oh, I think you're fine. Go ahead, jump in. And so we jump in.
I think you're fine.
We jump in, and he goes, yeah, just the other day I saw a 4-meter shark here. 4 meters is like 12 feet, dude.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's actually more like 16 feet, sorry.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, okay. So then we're changing back, like, you know, drying off and stuff. And the same guy goes, hey, did you look at the statue there? Dude, it is a monument to somebody who died in a shark attack at that pier.
No way.
And that's the kind of trash that Australians do. That guy was kind of an a-hole, dude, if you think about it. Like, why would you point
to danger continuously?
Yeah, dude, he did it for pure entertainment purposes.
That's so funny.
He put my life in danger, told me it was fine, told me he saw a shark there like a couple days ago. He's like, yeah, it'd be fine.
Yeah, it'd be
Just
fine.
to tell me that other people have previously died in that area because of the thing that I was vocalizing.
That's
and
crazy.
he just did it for lols, dude. He did it for funsies.
Did it for lols, for lollygags.
It was insane, dude. But you know, Australia's a good time. I like Australia. Inferior to America, better than
Canada.
Probably.
Yeah. I think that's safe. You think Canada?
I don't know. I've never been to Canada.
Well, this thing
I
is
like
cold.
to stay away.
It's cold as F. How about that?
What about British Columbia? It's like not that cold there.
It's pretty cold. I mean,
is it?
It's
like
just
Seattle. It's pretty moderate.
I know, but that's like not warm. You know what I mean?
It's not warm. No.
It's not
Australia.
Australia.
It's not Australia, dude.
How often does Australia have winter?
In some places. I think it's more like wet and dry, right?
That's what I assume.
Here's the thing, dude. This is the thing that I came to realize recently.
Yeah, tell me the thing.
And I may have previously said this on the podcast, so forgive me if I've said this, but
make a record of it, children.
Do you know the number of humans that live south of the equator? Number, like, percentage-wise of
69%.
Nice.
Oh,
dude. South of the equator, number of people that live down there. Do you know what the world population is down there, percentage-wise? Percent.
What? Okay, how far south of the equator, though? Because where are we saying the equator ends? Are we talking strict, you divvy up the Earth
Do you know how the equator works?
Yeah, I do. But is this a range? Or is it just straight below
straight
the
across
equator?
The equator. Down south. South of the equator, dude.
We're going to have to check 10%. That right now.
Fact check it, dude. I looked it up.
I can't even believe it.
It's 10%, dude. But pull up a map, dude.
What percentage of the world's population?
There's not a lot of countries south of the equator. Once you actually look at the line.
I would think it was more 10%. Let's see. Live south of the equator. Let's go. Oh. Yep. Searching. Yep. I put it on the expert mode, the AIs.
Perfect.
Just so we don't mess up,
Yeah.
Double check our work.
Yeah.
Measure twice, cut once, you know what I mean?
If we're homeschooling the kids, we want to make sure they're well educated.
Yeah, this is not about misinformation. This is about helping you get your merit badge.
Yeah, this is I'm being humble right now. We're fact checking. If it's wrong, we're going to admit it.
Right. And if it's right, he's still going to rub it in my face.
And I will. Yeah.
Approximately 10 to 12% of the world's population lives south of the equator in the southern hemisphere. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You know that reminds me of the Pakistan? Yeah. Oh, strong army. Wow. This equates to roughly 850 million people out of a global total of 8.1, 8.2. As of recent 24 to 26 estimates, from
But if you, dude, if
2024.
you look at it, if
Yeah.
you look at a map, you pull up a map, you look where the equator is, there's not a lot of countries south.
You know what? You know what's an interesting juxtaposition to this data point? What I need to know now is what percentage of the world's landmass is southern equator, right?
Here's the problem that you're going to run into. Do you count Antarctica as landmass? Because that might
Well,
be
should we
actually a significant
should we
portion.
subtract the north then as well?
No, because we have people up there.
We have people in the North Pole. How many?
Probably not a lot, but there are still people there.
I would say, well, you know what? This is what we'll say. What percentage of habitable?
There we go.
Boom. Yep.
There we go.
We're doing some science with AI. What percentage of habitable landmass resides in the southern hemisphere?
So, great wording, by the way.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a wordsmith. I've been known to, be the poet of the soul, if you will.
He likes to hammer and forge the old vocabulary.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a linguist. And it's taking forever because they put it on expert mode. Why? Because we're not getting this one wrong.
Because we want to help you out.
We want to help you out. To me, it sounds like less competition, honestly, to go to the southern hemisphere. Would you rather live in our hemisphere or the southern hemisphere?
Ours, dude.
You think so?
I've been in the southern hemisphere. It's not that great.
You saying the southern hemisphere sucks?
It's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying it's not as great.
Wow.
It's honestly, dude, depending on where you're at, it could be very enjoyable. There's actually certain parts of South America, dude, that I think would be really nice. But here's the issue, dude. We have delicate, dainty American westernized tummies, dude. We can't handle the big bads of the southern hemisphere.
Dude, speak for yourself, dude. I'm ready.
Dude, I'm talking to a guy who's never left America, bro.
Do I need to? My stomach is prepared through all manner of probiotics.
No, dude.
And I'm a mycologist now. I'm eating weird mushrooms.
Bro, I had local vegetation in Cambodia that
local vegetation, is that what they're calling
probiotics, dude?
Is that what they're calling it these days? You went to the old local vegetation strip club.
I had a stomach of steel, dude. I had a theory too.
Yeah, that
if I knocked back a Coca-Cola with every sketchy meal, I would be fine.
You know what? I think that's what the FDA says. You're right.
Dude, well, to be fair, that my theory has always proven correct, because on this particular occasion, I did not knock back a Coke.
Really?
Yeah. And
did you get your water from somewhere local?
It was sugarcane, like the plant. And I had food poisoning severely for the next 24 hours, dude.
Oh, dude, food poisoning is the worst.
Dude.
I had that a month ago, or a month and a half ago, almost 2 months now.
You're skinny afterwards.
You're skinny.
You're a skinny boy. But you are a skinny boy, dude. Like you
Amen,
are.
Dude.
You are dying. I was dying. I was getting... Yeah, and it was rough, dude.
I dare say it's a more painful physical throw up too, because your body's like trying to. It's not just like a stomach bug where you're just throwing up. It's like your body is trying to exercise itself. You know,
it's like it's trying to expel demons.
Yeah.
I.e., viruses or bacteria. I don't know what it is, but it's literally like it's rejecting something within your system, and it's horrible, dude. Do we get the results back from that?
Yes, I got it. You ready?
What is it?
Approximately 22 to 26% of the world's habitable ice-free landmass is in the southern hemisphere. So, that's a low percentage. I would say, but it's not as low as the population. So, to me, what that means is less competition. All right, time to go settle.
Here's the difference,
though. We just get a little bit. Here's the thing. There's like guys that straight up live in Thailand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Is
Like,
Thailand? Wait. Is Thailand in the northern hemisphere?
yeah,
All right.
I know, dude.
Let me think of it.
This
Let
is
me think.
that is the very thing that actually prompted me to start looking into this, because I was like, if I'm in Thailand, I wonder if I can see the Southern Cross. Because when I was in Australia, I went on a date with a young lady, and
Mm-hmm.
I remember specifically the night stars came out,
The night
and
sky scars.
sky stars. Um, and I was trying to find the Big Dipper, and she's like, I've never seen the Big Dipper, and I'm like, I can't find it. I was like, I cannot find this. And I don't think it was until years later when Josh was like, I miss seeing the Southern Cross. I'm like, well, just go outside and look at it. He goes, dude, it's only in the Southern Hemisphere. And I'm like, my brain like broke, dude. I don't know why I didn't.
Dude, this is what we got. We got Papua New Guinea. All right.
Yeah, you want to stay there, dude?
I'm just saying, it's there. All right.
Here's the thing, though.
Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Fiji,
Fiji's
Solomon
nice,
Islands, Vanuatu, Nauru, Samoa, Argentina, Chile, Bolivia, Peru, Paraguay, Uruguay, South Africa, Tanzania, Angola, Mozambique, most of, Botswana, Madagascar, all that stuff.
Argentina would be nice, I think.
Dude, I think I could do Argentina too. It's a little mountainous though.
Here's the thing, dude. It's like a mirror of North America.
Really?
I mean, that's kind of. I've looked at pictures, and there's like hunting retreats there and stuff like that, and it looks nice, dude. Like Patagonia's down there. Those are drop dead gorgeous. I mean, you start to get like southern Argentina, you start to get pretty mountainous and like cold. You know what I mean?
Okay, now let's think about your ideal location in terms of the north to south relation.
Okay.
How far south is optimal for you? If we're staying in the northern hemisphere,
Oh, staying in northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I kind of like where we're at, dude.
Where we're at is pretty good. I'd prefer to be a little more south. Honestly, big fan of Arizona. Big fan.
You like that?
I like the dry heat, dude. I like it.
I don't like. Well, I don't know, dude. I like having running water. That's the thing. I've been looking at. Where it actually looks awesome to me is like Tennessee, dude.
Oh, little Tennessee boy.
And here's the thing.
Yeah.
Warmer than Utah.
All right.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. But you still get a taste, a little zhuzh of the four seasons.
Oh, a zhuzh?
And beautiful rivers, dude. Beautiful rivers.
Really?
Unlike Utah, it has real rivers. I've looked them up.
Wow. You calling out Utah, dude. Fake ass rivers.
Dude, there's like no rivers here. There's almost no water here anymore, dude.
Well, we kind of grew up in a big river place, so I don't know if it's a fair comparison. Dude. It was pretty sick. It was pretty great.
It was nice. So the thing is, when you say 22% of livable land mass and only 10% of the populations, I understand what you're saying about less competition, but I will refute your argument. I will rebuttal it.
You counter.
And I will say,
rebut.
If we're strictly talking about open land versus population, I bet we could dial it in even more.
Okay.
Meaning, Asia's out, obviously.
Why? Did you don't like rice?
No, I'm saying per capita, they're all clunched in there, dude.
They're all clunched. Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I bet you can pick and choose several points that have low per capita costs. Dude, are you trying to hide the fact that you're eating a rice cake?
No.
You very much were like,
just taking a bite, it's not a big deal, chill, get off my back, dude.
Bro, why'd you do it all sneaky like, though?
I'm just hungry, man. I'm in the cut. I'm deep in the cut, dude. Okay? Bro, I'm sorry to change the topic, but dude, I'm deep in it, dude. It's all I can think about is I'm getting lean, dude. I'm getting shredded. And hunger has become my friend, my ally. It's with me. It's my, now.
What is?
Hunger.
Hunger.
It's essentially my shikigami, dude. Okay? and I control it. Yeah, it's a cursed spirit that I control. Right. Okay, right. I'm the master. I put on my ring, dude, and my dead girlfriend Hunger comes and does my bidding.
Mine's more like the divine general Maharaga.
Yeah,
it's not helpful.
No,
it's we're dying together, but we're gonna get the job done.
Wow, it's crazy. Anyways, how's the cut going?
Well, I was at a massive calorie deficit yesterday. Had to work late. Had to put in that OT. You heard?
Yeah, had to harass some people.
I had to put in that work, son.
I heard you were close to a protest recently. Are you allowed to talk about that or no?
Nope, we're not going to talk about it. We are not going to mention that at all, actually.
That's private.
They protested. People protest.
People protest all the time.
There's protests in the streets.
I have some causes I'd like to protest.
Yeah, what? Like what? Like hunger?
Well, I think that we need to have more protein in fast food so I can consume it.
Dude?
Right? I feel like we could get it. Like, if we're already food sciencing it up to make fast food, which is clearly science, right? Then let's science it all the way and make it delicious protein stuff. We have to allocate our scientific resources towards this end, and I'm very passionate about that.
So they have certain places like Vessel Kitchen, and it's like,
tell me about that.
It shows you the macros.
That sounds familiar, but I haven't heard it.
It's utterly delicious, dude. Here's the problem.
Okay.
Every single one of them, dude. Every single, without fail, any fast food or like eating out place, it doesn't matter if it's like self-proclaimed healthy. The fat in it is always so high,
it's out of control.
It's like 30 grams per meal.
It's crazy.
And you're only getting like 50 grams of protein for 30 grams of fat?
Dude, I want 120 gram of protein meal. That's what I want. If I'm eating that much calories, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I just had like... I'd actually have to look, but...
Yeah.
My protein count for the day is high, dude. It's good.
I like it.
It's like 209.
Yeah, and it's because I showed you that new protein hack, right? Where you get it from...
What is it?
That guy behind the gas station.
Hank? You talking about Hank?
I'm talking about the protein guy.
Bro, I have unlocked a new favorite.
Oh, do tell! A protein powder? What are you talking about?
No, dude. A protein hack.
Oh!
Dude, it's delicious.
Consume your own flesh.
Dude. Recycling the protein. No, dude. I make like... So I told you I got the like 97% lean ground beef.
Right? Okay.
I use that to make...
Where'd you get that, by the way? It's just a
butcher
local
shop.
butchery? All right, I'm hearing I can get some high percentages at Costco from their butchery.
Can you?
That's what I've heard.
Well, I know you can get it. You can get it like you can find that a lot of places. Okay. Most people just don't like it because it doesn't taste as good. But here's the thing, dude. If you make a protein pasta with it, like with like tomato sauce, and I made homemade tomato sauce, dude.
Oh, you smush the tomatoes with your own feet,
bro. One meal. Let me just give you the macros for
Yeah. Shoot it to me, daddy. Ooh, yeah, dude. Love the cut where we get so amped about meals.
Carefully calculated. 717 total calories.
You don't say.
66 protein. 94 grams of carbs. 10 grams of fat.
That's great. I'll do you one better. You ready for this? Okay. I see your protein pasta.
Well, that's not even the actual hack that I'm talking about.
Okay, fine. Show me the hack. Get to the hack.
The actual hack, dude.
Okay.
I just get pre-washed spinach.
Double pre-washed?
It's like triple pre-washed spinach. Throw it in a bowl, dude. And then I just get like 300 grams of chicken breast in the bowl. Craisins in the bowl.
Craisins.
Cut up grapes in the bowl. some sliced almonds, and the only thing that has fat in them is the almonds, and you can take that out if you want. And it's got like 76 grams of protein from the chicken, and I actually think that's like a low estimate. I think I don't know, 300 grams of chicken breast. That's 76. I don't know.
Yeah, 300 grams is close to like mid 60s, high 70s. Because
Okay.
I have about 300. I had 327 grams of chicken breast today in my quesadilla, and that was 67 grams of protein.
Okay. I had 330 grams is what ended up being like 76, I think. But dude, the almonds are the only things that give you fat in that meal, and you use like a poppy seed dressing. All it is like it's like 25 grams of or 25 carbs, or sorry, 25 calories
Dude,
per
I love
serving.
that. Or a vinaigrette.
A vinaigrette's fantastic, dude.
Ugh.
Dude, it's good, and if you add the almonds, it's like 9 grams of fat.
Dude, I discovered a sauce that I quite enjoyed. Let me give you this one, okay? First of all, how do you feel about shrimp?
I love shrimp, dude.
Do you?
I
Would you
do.
be
I haven't
willing
found a
to
good way to
thaw?
cook it though.
Well, would you be willing to just thaw already pre-cooked shrimp that goes in the freezer and eat it with a dip?
Like a cocktail sauce?
Cocktail sauce.
Yeah, I would do that. I
All
actually
right.
quite enjoy cocktail sauce, dude.
Well,
I could
good
probably
thing
just eat cocktail sauce.
most cocktail sauce has a lot of calories, but
Is it though? It's a lot of horseradish, isn't it?
it's a lot of calories.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
We can compare too because I'll show you. Well, what is a good one? Heinz Original or the Great Value cocktail sauce?
Go Heinz Original, obviously.
Heinz Original for sure. You big Heinz guy?
I like Heinz.
You love the shit out of Heinz, don't you?
I enjoy Heinz ketchup.
Yeah. I know.
I would imagine their cocktail sauces.
All right, let's
desirable.
see. Where's the calories?
Bro, looking
here we
up
go.
macros
Ingredients,
for things.
ingredients,
The kids probably don't
Let's
even
go.
enjoy our macro talk, but let's get.
Nah, dude. Nah, this is very important. All right.
This is important for them if you want to look skinny. If you've got that
Skinny!
bikini coming up,
dude,
in 2 months, you're gonna be wearing the sluttiest
dude, I'm
bikini.
gonna have a little string between my cheeks, dude.
Dude, my booty's gonna be flossing.
My booty's gonna be falling out. Because I'm gonna be so jacked. Why can't I find the gosh dang calories? Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
This is for sauces. This makes sense.
Is it
And
rough?
it's not great. So serving size, 1/4 cup, 60 grams. Big serving size, not gonna lie.
That's a big serving size, dude.
Calories, 80.
Not bad for a fourth of a cup.
No. I don't like it writ large, but it's 17 grams of carbohydrates, and that's mostly sugars. Oh. It's not terrible, but again, sauce adds up, okay? If there's anything I learned in the tracking game, it's that sauce adds up. There's this Joey Swole guy on social media. He's got his own line of sauces. I haven't tried them, but they look delicious. They're not 0 calories, but they are like 10, 15 calories max.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Negligible
Okay.
at best.
This is a beautiful black man chef that has his own 0 calorie cocktail sauce.
So is this what you've been doing? You've been doing...
Yes, I've been doing shrimp and sugar-free cocktail sauce.
Really? Where do you get the cocktail sauce?
Dude, they don't have it. I get it at Walmart.
What?
I can't find it online.
Anywhere? Even like Amazon?
Hold on. Let me just check. Let me just do it. I was on
Walmart
Walmart specifically because, that's where I got it from. Boom, found it.
Is it pretty good?
Okay, this is I've had some of this guy's stuff. Pretty good.
Okay.
Let me share it for the kids here. G. Hughes Smokehouse sugar-free shrimp dipping sauce.
Is that the one?
That's the one, dude. Look at that. Look at that smooth.
It's just at Walmart, huh?
Look at that smooth mother trucker right there. Yeah, dude. Let's look at this. 10 calories, 30 grams.
Okay.
Now, if we were to have an equivalent dose, right? Obviously, it would be 20 calories. But 20 to 80, that ratio is insane. Also, we're looking at 2 grams of carbohydrates versus 17 on the other one. And it's 17 because it's simple sugars.
I'm almost always low on my carbs.
Well, then, yeah, you can have this. But in my experience, and I don't know how you feel about this, maybe this isn't a personal thing you've observed, but when I'm having fewer carbohydrates, if they, like, sugar affects me more. Like, I feel it more. Feel more
I get
hungover.
that.
Like, dude, if I had a crumble right now, oh shit. Dude, if I had a crumble right now, I would have a religious experience because of the insulin spike. I'd be like, you know?
Well, I will say this, dude.
Yeah,
I
tell
had
me.
a
Yeah?
sugar cookie,
Dude,
and dude, I felt bloated. I felt sluggish. I was like, ah, man.
don't you appreciate some food so much more in the cut?
Yes,
You're like,
it's
sometimes when
infuriating,
it's like, oh, this is amazing. When you
dude.
finally have food, you're like, whoa.
It's crazy because like I think about it like when I'm like not cutting, and I'm like, why don't I appreciate this? I hate it, dude. It drives me insane. I was really skinny this morning though, dude. I only had like
How skinny?
I was so skinny, dude.
Dude, so petite, you couldn't even see right through you?
Dude, I was lean this morning.
Yeah! Dude,
because
we're going
I
to be
ate
so
like
lean.
nothing yesterday.
Love it. Love it. So
But it's
skinny.
Easter weekend, so
Oh, what happens Easter weekend for you? You got treats on the horizon?
I do.
What's on the horizon?
Carrot cake.
Oh, shoot, dude. You coming to Idaho for that? Or is that like
I am
some
coming
girls
to
making
Idaho, dude.
Whoa, carrot
dude. Yeah. So be looking out for me, dude.
cake? Yeah?
Daddy might
Dude,
bring you a slice.
dude, if you're under the influence of carrot cake, I don't know if I can handle you. You know what I mean?
Dude. Daddy might bring a slice and play with the kids, you know what I mean?
Oh, dude, you should totally come see the kids. They'd
I
love that.
actually really want to.
Yeah.
I genuinely, dude. I think I actually called you and told you this. I was like, dude, I want to see him. I haven't seen him in forever.
It's so funny. You know what I was doing right before we hopped on? I was trying to get the rest of my steps in. I was so close to my steps goal on my tracker, my active calorie goal. And so I was like, all right, boys, dance party. And they like to listen to this guy on YouTube called Danny Go. He makes up songs. First of all, we could do this. We should do this. We should make children's music on YouTube. We'd crush it. Okay? It's very simplistic.
Though?
Nah, dude, you get a costume. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
Not in a weird way, okay? Not in a weird costume. But I be Satoru Gojo, and you be, Suguru Kato.
Stab you in the neck?
No. You start out, you come out of the woods, and you say, what type of woman is your type? And I say, that's how we begin all our songs for the children.
I like
it. Yeah. Anyways, I was running around with him listening to Danny Go to burn my extra calories, and they're just, dude, they're hyped. They're singing this Danny Go song like it's an Eminem song that just came out and they're in high school. They're spitting the lyrics, dude. Calvin's like, pray this night. He's just like barking it. It's so funny.
Dude, I love it. Well, that makes me happy.
Yeah, and then we do some wrestling, and then I hold them down until they physically can't get up, and then they go to sleep.
Seems like a good night.
Yeah, it's pretty great. So yeah, you should definitely come see the kids.
Okay, deal.
I gotta 3D print them some stuff for Easter. I forgot about that.
I gotta get a 3D printer.
Yeah, you do. You see that behind me?
Yeah.
Spider-Man mask. Sick. The kids were hyped.
So where'd you get the design for that?
There's just an open market of designs you can use.
Dude?
And that one was really popular.
We never talked about aliens.
Yeah, I know. We started talking about Australia.
I know. Yeah, that was my bad. I don't know why we did
no worries. It's all good. It's all good stuff. But here we go. Essentially, Senator Babbitt, which I don't know even...
From Australia. That's why.
I didn't know that Australia had a Senate. I don't know their government structure. I assumed they just didn't have rights,
They don't, but...
Yeah, exactly. So, He says, Senator Babbitt, yes, aliens are already here. I was briefed by intelligence this morning on a developing situation. Details are highly classified. Australians will understand soon enough. Stay calm.
What? Is he crazy, or is he like... He's an active senator?
He's an active senator.
What?
You ready? You want to hear it from the horse's mouth?
Yeah, dude.
All right, here we go.
So this briefing with old Trumpy poos...
Breaking news. It's true. There are aliens living amongst us.
First of all, him doing this in his accent is so funny, even though I know this is how he talks. He's like, they're all aliens living among us.
I know what this is.
There are aliens.
You think it's April Fool's?
There are even alien human hybrids. I have been briefed this morning in a top secret intelligence
Flashes to it.
that exposes all. Unfortunately, I am forbidden from speaking about it under pain of death. But know this, I will fight for accountability and I will fight for transparency. There is more to come. Stay tuned. Follow for more.
It's April Fool's.
I'm so angry, dude.
Probability of getting fooled. Hi.
Election day? That's hilarious.
So this is what it said on the thing. Classified, subject, non-human contact event, occupants, non-human, briefed. Anyways.
That's dumb.
There you go, dude. Isn't it great?
Bro. I want something like that to happen.
Dun dun dun.
I really just wish something like that would happen.
You want aliens to be real?
And be like, aliens? Oh, yeah. They're here.
I think we're close.
You think, though?
Project Bluebeam? Yeah.
Yeah, but Project Bluebeam's not
Also,
even
I don't know if you know this, people are being kicked out of the DMT realm.
What do you mean? What do you mean by this?
What do you mean by this? What does this mean? So there's
DMT?
The DMT, which is a psychedelic. The most,
I know, yes.
the most
Would be
intense
kicked out of
psychedelic. There is a realm, quote unquote, or at least subjectively you experience entering a realm when you take DMT. Some people say it's a portal. Interdimensional clockwork elves. All right.
Yeah, that same one, right?
Yeah, that's the same one, right?
Okay.
But there are being reports from psychonauts that they're not being led into the DMT realm. That it has been closed. Dun dun dun.
Are there really people that call themselves psychonauts?
Yes, that is the term for someone that that travels with psychedelics. Let's say
Hilarious, dude.
Yeah, like an astronaut but psychonaut.
Huh. I like that. I don't
Have you
know.
ever heard that word before?
No, I think it's hilarious though.
Yep.
I love it, dude.
Yeah. So there was also a report that was yesterday, so it wasn't necessarily the same time as April Fool's, but that they were saying that there's some type of breeding program.
What?
Here we go. This is from Betty Johnson on March 27th with JD Vance.
Oh.
All right, you ready for this? Ready for this? So we're going to give this one a little more playthrough because this is the clip. All right, here we go.
You're going to release all the UFO files?
We're working on it. It's funny. When I came in, I was obsessed with the UFO files. And then you start getting really busy worrying about the economy and national security and things like that. But I've still got 3 more years as vice president. I will get to the bottom of the UFO files.
Okay. Have you peeked? Have you done a peek?
Have I what?
Have you done a peek? I mean, like,
So I actually haven't. I have
full
not.
Independence Day.
I have. I have not been able to spend enough time on this to really understand it. Yeah. But I am going to. Trust me. I'm obsessed with this. I've already had a couple of times where I'm like, all right, we're going to Area 51. We're going out to New Mexico. We're going to sort of get to the bottom of this. And then the timing of the trip just didn't work out. But trust me, anybody who's curious about this, I'm more curious than anybody. And I've got 3 years of the very, very tippy top of the classification. I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Okay, so you haven't been to Area 51 yet.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Some
Not
people
yet.
say they keep the UFOs in Ohio. They might,
Yeah, Hangar 18, Hangar 18,
right
right?
under your nose the whole time.
I've heard that as well, but I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet.
Okay, all right. Well, we're
So
waiting for it.
they
We
can
saw
just go whenever they
aliens.
want?
We saw
You know me.
aliens.gov.
I don't
He's
think
got
they're-
the
I don't
highest
think they're
security
aliens. I think
clearance.
they're demons anyway, but that's a longer discussion.
Well, I can't let you go without a follow-up on that because Barack Obama is on this podcast.
He thinks they're
and
demons.
He goes, yeah, aliens are real, but like, here's where they're not. And you know,
I did not.
and so Obama
I
says,
didn't
yes,
hear that
aliens.
one.
He gets asked point blank, are aliens real? He says, oh yeah. And then he goes, but they're not at Area 51. And
Well,
that's-
where are they?
Well, that's what he says. Right. That's a great question.
I need to
Trump
see
had to go
this-
save
I
him,
need
and
to
he
see
said
this
he's going to
podcast.
declassify.
Okay.
So you think they're demons?
Well, look, I think that celestial beings who fly around, who do weird things to people, I think that the desire to describe everything celestial, everything is otherworldly, to describe it as aliens. I mean, every great world religion, including Christianity, the one that I believe in, has understood that there are weird things out there, and there are things that are very difficult to explain. And I naturally go, when I hear about sort of extra natural phenomenon, that's where I go to, is the Christian understanding that, you know, there's a lot of good out there, but there's also some evil out there. And I think that
They're demons. Okay, he didn't actually say that. The other thing, maybe it's a different clip, but this is the one where he says they're demons. So that one was going around. And then the other clip, he said he was briefed on some type of breeding program. Oh, that was Matt Gaetz, actually. Different story. Okay, so it wasn't JD Vance. It was Matt Gaetz from the Senate.
So he was briefed on some sort of breeding program with
Yes.
aliens?
Yes.
Interesting.
Interesting. What do you think about that? They're demons, dude.
Well, I'm just a little bit annoyed, dude, because I'll tell you right now,
Yeah, tell me.
security clearance, top dog. Like national security and all that stuff is like a big deal. I understand that. But like you can't handle this. Like it's not like you're securing the nation yourself. Why can't those meetings be handled via telephone and particularly on Air Force One on your way to Area 51?
Yeah,
I
just
feel like,
get briefed, dude.
how big's the facility? It can't be that long to tour it, dude.
Yeah. You
just
think
go
they just
in.
steer them away, maybe? Like, you know, the deep state people that are probably always working on this stuff, if they are working on it, they just steer away the government officials, you know? They occupy
Maybe
them
they
with other
do,
things.
dude. I don't know. But like, if you have the ability to go, why do you keep canceling? You know what I mean?
Yeah, here we go.
Why are we taking so long?
This is from former Congressman Matt Gaetz. He says he was briefed about a secret program where aliens were breeding with humans to make a hybrid race. Gaetz, the Gates of Hormuz, says that humans who were involved were allegedly abducted from war zones and migrant caravans. What they explained is that the military ran a very secret program where aliens that were living were in forced breeding programs with humans that have been abducted from war zones and from even the caravans of migrants. Wow. So he's not in the Senate anymore. So take that with what you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I don't trust that.
You trust that guy, dude? You trust a guy that looks like that?
Why isn't he in the Senate anymore? What happened to
Because he
him?
lost his race. He's a loser.
Oh, well.
He lost his re-election. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I feel like some of those guys say crazy things in order to get what they want. You know what I mean? And that's all I have to say about that.
And that's how you have to say about that. Boom. So yeah, unfortunately, no progress on aliens. I want to see aliens.com, but you know, whatever.
I'm disappointed that Trump had his little spiel and didn't bring up aliens, dude.
How dare he? You know what I mean?
Instead, he just said basically the same thing that we've been saying, which is, "Hey, Iran,
Hey, Iran,
we're gonna
you're
handle
done
it.
running."
Run, Iran, run."
That's so funny, dude.
I don't know. How many times are we gonna talk about Iran, dude? You know what I mean?
It's just like,
talked
you know,
about it.
It's Iran. You know what I mean?
Iran, I run, dude. Okay,
Of course.
I run.
Very far.
I didn't ran. I run, dude. I still do it. Let's stop talking about it. I don't know, dude. It just drives me crazy.
Yeah, it's rough. Hey, I got a new topic for you, though, and that's a country that we do have good relations with. Apparently, according to X, or Twitter, if you will.
Israel?
Japan. Okay?
Oh.
Over the weekend, there was a massive love fest between the U.S. and Japan on X.
Oh, you were talking about this.
Japanese account posted, I like this photo of American men and meat. And for you dirty-minded folks listening right now, they're talking about barbecue. Barbecue. American men and barbecue is what he should have said. Someday I'd like to join this in person. And it's just a picture of a bunch of guys grilling. And it's awesome. And it's over a comment of another Japanese post about how much Americans love barbecue and meat. And I think that's really cool.
We do love it.
This post is getting replies in English, he went on to say, at an insane rate. And I thought that was weird. But then it turned out to be, come to Texas, it's free. The southern states are called the meat zone. You can eat it anywhere in Kentucky. Kind of stuff. Super.
Anyways, pretty great. Just a lot of love fest.
I love it, dude.
And,
dude,
you know,
I want to go to Japan. I went through the airport, but like that doesn't count. And I want to go and eat all the delicious food.
Oh, I do as well. Look at this. English word learned today from this Japanese account. Boobs. And then the Joe teaches him the more fun word for boobs is titties.
Hilarious.
And then the Japanese account says, thank you, boob teacher. Because this is being communicated from Japanese to English via the Grok translation. That's what initiated this whole thing.
Okay.
Is the Grok translation, allowing them to communicate. So, pretty sick.
Bro, I'm stoked for Japanese food, man.
There was one more that I thought was very funny, and then you can show me some of your favorite Japanese food. This one was great. This guy says, we should give nuclear weapons to Japan. And this Japanese account says, it arrived twice, but the shipping method is way too American. Next time, pack it carefully, all right?
Bro, that's awesome.
Shaboomy, dude. They've forgiven us, dude. They've forgiven us.
Well played, sir.
Well played.
Well played. I mean, I just Googled a generalized Japanese food.
Yeah, dude, show me the delicious... Yeah, because we're on a cut, and so what happens on a cut? You fantasize about food, and you guys can't judge us for that. You can participate because we know you're also getting shredded. You know,
dude.
I'm getting way shredded. The lighting contrast is fantastic right now. My clavicles.
The lighting does look good, bro. Just Japanese ramen, dude. Just sounds good.
Show me. Is it some tokatsu?
Yeah, here. Let me just get a good one.
Dude, when you sent what you were eating, and Kyle was like, "That's gross."
Bro, I was like, "Are you serious?"
I forgot he's not into it. Dude, we need to go to a Brazilian grill again.
Well, yeah, dude.
Oh,
I agree.
What are we doing, dude?
Delicious things, dude.
First of all, there we go. Yes, tonkatsu. Oh, baby. Do you get good meats in some places down there? Is there a good ramen place down where you're at that you need to take old Pappy to?
Yeah, there's some good ones down here. There used to be a really good one, dude, but I think it switched owners. Went downhill from there, old son.
Dang. It's always disappointing.
Super disappointing, to be completely honest, but it's all good. We're still alive.
We need more Japanese immigrants.
Dude, but there are some good ones. We still have a couple of really good ones that we can take you.
Okay, great. Because I swear, it's been a while since you introduced me to another good food place, and you have a streak for me, because you introduced me to Japanese barbecue. You introduced me to the sushi place that you guys call the Club.
Yeah, we don't even know what the name is.
Sushi at 11 p.m. And then, Brazilian barbecue or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Those are fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Japanese spot we can go to.
I also heard a quote about Kalashis recently that I think it was either in a podcast or it was in a song. and the person was like, "It reminds me of a food-covered penis," or something like that.
What?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna have to find it because I'm pretty sure it was in a song.
Dude, I had kolaches this morning. No joke.
Delicious. Could we make
I
our
think-
own kolaches? You think?
Oof, we could. Yeah, I think we could. I think
What do
it'd be
you do? What do
difficult,
you
but
do?
if we
What do you
could.
need? Kolache recipe.
I think just the dough mostly. Everything
You think
else
it's the
is
dough?
pretty.
Homemade kolache. Texas sausage kolaches. Yep, that's it. That's what I want. Oh, prep time 45 minutes. Okay. Cook time 15 minutes. Additional time 1 hour 10 minutes. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so yeah, they are making the flour from scratch. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, dude, that we could do that. We can easily do that. I had it this morning because I had like no food yesterday. Like I said, I had like maybe 1,500 calories max.
Right?
And so I was like, you know what? I can afford a kolache treat, dude.
Jealous.
Also, I was just like so hungry. I was like, I need food. So
Dude.
I didn't have a choice.
I'm searching for a kolache near me.
Are there some?
There's a couple bakeries that might have something similar, but
Bro, you're gonna have to make them or make a trip down to Daddy. Or maybe Daddy will drop one off to you.
oh, dude, it's got to be fresh though. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Let me look. Let me look to see if it's gonna be open. I have a feeling it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be.
Ah,
Unfortunately.
dude, went to Abracadabras with a kid, and that was when I had a calorie mistake. We went to Abracadabras here, which is this breakfast spot that's based off of magicians, but for some reason, everyone that works there is alternative with nose piercings and tattoos.
Interesting.
Accurate description, yes or no?
Yeah, you're right.
And so we ordered some kids' pancakes. And I'm like, there could be kids' pancakes. They were massive Fruity Pebble pancakes. Too massive.
Dude, were the Fruity Pebbles good though?
They were fantastic. I had to eat the whole thing because the boys had barely any of it.
Dude, are we
They
gonna
had
go?
the side waffles. We gotta go. What are we doing? We might have to go.
Interesting.
Anyways, kids, stay strong. Okay? Stay strong in the cut. Just know that you can have some leeway here or there, but you're gonna have to pay for it, right? You're gonna have to suffer. And that's what I've been doing is excessive cardio suffering. So do you have anything left to say to the kids in their cut?
Just that we love you. Good luck. Look hot this summer. You got
We're
this.
gonna be so hot. All right, until next time. Love you. Bye.